give to you the Mantastic Four.
Welcome back to our third week of the Mantastic Four. This week on the show, we have a young man that brings it to us straight. You guys know him, JRud. He's motivating, educating, damn right entertaining. What's up, brother?
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
All
What's
right.
up, JRud?
Love that audio, man. Love that audio. All right, just like last week, we're going to learn everything about JRud. He's in the hot seat, and we're all going to take turns asking questions. You ready for this?
I plead the fifth.
Watch your cornhole, bud. No, okay. All right, since he was in the hot seat last week, I think we should start with Spider Guy. Spider Guy, let's go.
Okay, JRud, I have a couple of questions actually. Especially with you living in I don't know where are you in like the middle of nowhere? I see animals sometimes, and I see a trailer. Like, where are you?
Man, I live in a small town in Sirius, California. We just happen to live out in the farm in the middle of nowhere. So yeah.
Okay, so are you like a farmer? Like you have animals and stuff? Like, that's cool.
Yeah, I help out around the house. I help out with the farm and stuff like that.
Okay. Like, does your family like they own the land and they take care of the family animals, and you guys, that's how you make your living out there, I guess?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
we own land. Yeah. We sell goats and stuff like that. So.
Wow, man, that's pretty dope. Because I'm like, he has all these animals sometimes. I'm like, did you just go to like a park or something, or like some kind of animal like camp? I always wondered that. That's cool. But so what led you to the I want to say manosphere, but red pill content, and what made you want to just get into it? Because you got a pretty big following on YouTube and Clapper, so I'm just like, this guy's been out for a while.
Hey, this is multiple questions, man. This is not cool.
I was gonna say you already asked one.
Yeah.
Lay it down.
After this one's Chuck's up next, though.
My bad.
Take your time.
All right, cool. You want me to answer that question?
Yeah. Answer it.
What led me to the red pill manosphere? Like I told you guys, 2017, girlfriend faked a pregnancy. I mean, I was like, dang, man. And for a while, I was like, I hate all women and stuff like that. And then I just found AMS. I've had a couple of other experiences with women too, flaking and stuff like that. And so through that, I just found AMS, Steph is Cold, MJ Get Right, FedEx Fearless, and just learn how to have positive interactions, positive experiences with women without, hating them. So
I had a girl in high school that every time we were about ready to break up, she was like, I think I'm pregnant. She did. I let her do that to me one time. What it was. Yeah, I let her do that to me the first time. We got back together for like a month or so, and then I was like, I'm done with your crazy ass. And then she did it again, and after that, I was like, we're fucking done. Like I'm yeah. She was crazy. So I feel your pain, brother.
Yeah, it ain't done no more. I'm happy.
All right,
how do you do that?
Chuck, you're up.
Yo.
You're up now.
Pro tip, Jay. Always break up with your girlfriend when she's on her period.
At
least then you know she's not pregnant.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
And it reassures some choice words from her. So, all right. So you and I have talked offline. Every time I get kicked off, you're always like the first guy I find because you're consistent as hell. But what I want to know is, what do you think the importance of like a mentor is for a young man like yourself? And did you have any?
That's a good question. Having a mentor, especially at a young age, is very important. Preferably somebody who's older than you and who wants to and is at the position that you want to be at in life. And so I think it's very important, especially for young men, to find somebody who's at the place where they want to be at in life, then learn how to navigate. And did I have any mentors? I've had a few mentors. Some of them passed away, and some of them I just watch on YouTube. You guys, I look up to you guys. You guys are my mentors. I learn a lot from each and every single one of you. So it's just very important, just find somebody who is at the position where you want to be at in life and learn from them, man. And listen too. Shut up and listen. Okay, that's what it is. Just shut up and listen. A lot of people they like to talk all day, but it's just like when your mentor is speaking to you, just shut up and listen. You'll learn a lot just by sitting and observing, watching, and listening.
Well said. My first question is, JRud, can you tell us what it is and what it is in fact about?
Oh man, I mean,
his catchphrase.
Yeah, man. You don't know what it is or what it's about, man. JRud. When I talk, people listen.
Where did you come up with that?
Man, I just heard it off a podcast, the TK Kirkman podcast. And he used to say, and I was just, I don't know what it is or what it's about. JRud, everybody, most people have a catchphrase. Steph is Cole has YouTube, what it do? Get your boy Steph. Right? I have, y'all know what it is or what it's about. JRud.
It's funny that you bring that up. So I'm listening to an audiobook right now. It's called How to Be a Capitalist Without Any Capital. And it's by, I think his name is Nathan Latka. And one of the principles of his book is copy people. He's like, find a business that you want to do and copy them because they've already made their business mistakes. So you can learn from them. You don't have to do them yourself. And he's like, and then you can just be aggressive with it. So, it's funny, like when you say, yeah, I heard it on this podcast, so I started doing it like that. That's you. Why the fuck not?
Yeah, right.
Why the
he ain't
fuck
gonna come at? Yeah, he ain't gonna come after me. Be like, hey,
that's my catchphrase.
Taking my catchphrase. I'm like, yo, he don't say it no more. I'm gonna tell him that too. Be like, yo,
there you
he
go.
Don't say it no more.
There you go.
I'm gonna take it on.
It's like in wrestling, right? Like the Stone Cold Steve Austin had the Stone Cold Stunner, and he's been retired for years. So what's his name? Kevin Owens started doing it. So now he has the Kevin Owens Stunner. It's the same shit. Anyway.
Yeah. Listen, lawsuits are a sign of success. So just piss somebody off enough that they come sue you. We'll take care of it.
When you get stuck, call Chuck.
Gotcha. Wow.
I'm all about the catchphrases today. All right, Spider Guy, you're up again.
Yes. So, JRud, question for you, because I know you're a church guy. How much red pill content is there going around in your church? Like, do people talk about that? Like I know you were talking about it before previously, how your pastor was talking about women being feminine. Like, is red pill content out there prevalent? Is it talked about?
Yeah. Yeah, it's out there, but of course, in the church, we don't call it red pill content. It's just the pastor getting up there and doing his thing, right? And yeah. And so when I first heard it, it was like a couple weeks ago. He said to the women, he's like, ladies, there's nothing wrong with being feminine. There's nothing wrong with being a woman. And now it just in my head, I was like, amen, pastor. Amen.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff, in the church, red pill content.
Dude, like the whole like Old Testament shit. I mean, it's very. I mean, that's just how things were. It wasn't called red pill then. It was called life.
It was called life. It was called life, man.
You screwed it up.
And I was like, well, what happened? What happened? Hey, if you guys are watching me right now, what happened?
The feminist movement happened.
Yeah.
Feminist, man.
Rollo Tomassi talks about it in his books. He says, all that stuff from like the biblical time period, all that stuff was a way to try to put a constraint on hypergamy because they knew what women's nature was, and they tried to put, they tried to control it a little bit, and that, and now the feminist movement has just completely let it go rampant, and now you see what society's happening. What's happening in society now. It's
kind of crazy how it's just kind of crazy how the stories of the past are so relative now. It's just kind of crazy to me. Like Rome,
crazy, man.
Bible, all this stuff. you grow up and you're like, they don't know what they're talking about. And then, now we're at fourth wave feminism, or like what, fifth wave feminism if you go on TikTok, and it's like, Jesus, they were onto something back then.
History repeats itself.
Oh yeah.
You don't learn from it. It certainly does.
Yeah. All right, Chuck.
All right. So here we go. Jay, you're a young guy and all about your content. Give us a glimpse into your home life. Mom, dad, siblings, job. Just give us a peek.
Yeah, man. So I live with my parents. We're together. I am adopted. So both of my parents. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Yeah.
I guessed, and I stalked the shit out of you on Facebook. So I was like, this is going to get good.
Yeah. Man.
Okay, so you were adopted.
You're adopted.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right, go on.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm adopted. Both my parents are white. All my siblings are, in fact, they are adopted as well. So, we're a multicolored family.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Some of my sisters are white. One of my little brothers is Cambodian. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
This is when we find out his mom is Angelina Jolie.
No. Because she's not Angelina Jolie. Shout out to my mom. It's her birthday today. So happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Mama Rud.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. So that's that. And for a job, man, I do security. I do security for Home Depot all the way out there in Manteca. Not really like loss prevention. I'm just outside, just keeping the peace, basically.
Do you still have to, I guess that maybe leads me into my question then. Do you still have to get your guard card out in California?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you still got to get your guard card in California.
Yeah, when I was first in the Navy, at some point, a bunch of the sailors were moonlighting with a company called Shield Security, and my now ex-wife at one point was like, "Hey, can I quit my job and concentrate on school?" And the blue pill simp I was like, "Yeah, that's great.
God.
You should do that. Follow your dreams." And so I ended up moonlighting myself as a security guard. And that company, it's such a joke though. Like with these guard companies, they will sit you down. They have to administer a test so you can be licensed by California to be a security guard. And they sit there and they just give you the answers. And so you fill out the answers and shit, and then they submit it. You get your guard card, and now you can work as a security guard. And really, they just want warm bodies. It's a dream job though. Like if they paid well, I would still be doing it as a career because you don't do fucking anything.
Nope.
Oh yeah. I mean, with the company that I work for, I mean, the pay varies depending on what shift you do. So if you work a graveyard shift, you're getting paid like $22 an hour. Me, what? I can't do good. Yeah. I can't do graveyard. I can't stay up all night like that. So I just work a regular shift, so I get paid less than 22.
I got paid like $12 an hour when I did it, dude. Yeah.
That was like 20 years ago, though.
Oh.
It was, I
was 8 years old.
About 20 years. Yeah, fucking shit. I'm old as hell.
I was 8, man. Wow, that was a minute ago.
That's crazy. All right, Spider Guy, you're up again.
Okay, so JRud, since you're out there, I say out there as in like, more farmland, trees, stuff like that. Do you run into a lot of ratchetness out there? We're both black dudes. Is there ratchet females out there, or are girls more peaceful out there? Does the country change them?
Yeah, there's a lot of ratchet ass females out there. You guys don't want y'all don't want to come. Y'all don't want to come here. Okay. If you want peace, you go to Modesto, Cal. That's like 10 minutes away from me. That's where like all the peaceful chicks are. But out here in the country, man, a lot of ratchet chicks. A lot of chicks with their teeth missing. Yeah, a lot of teeth. You guys ever run into these chicks who have their teeth missing and somehow they think they're the prize, and you're just looking like, what?
You know what they call that, right?
What do they call that?
Trust me, I see a lot of that when I go fishing in these different places. They refer to that as summer teeth.
Oh,
some are there and some are not.
I went out with a gal last year sometime, and her top teeth looked okay, right? So in like all of her pictures, she's smiling, and you can see her top teeth. I was like, all right, because that's a prereq for me to go out. Is like I got to see your teeth first, you know. I went out with her, and I met her on a first date, and her bottom teeth were gnarly as fuck, and I was like, I couldn't take my eyes off her teeth. I was like, Jesus Christ, you know, like you're you know, you clearly are an adult. Fucking go to an orthodontist, you know. Jesus Christ. Anyway,
crazy stuff, man. It doesn't help. It doesn't help the fact that now, it doesn't help the fact that now we have dating apps and stuff like that. So you know, catfishing and you know, women showing up not looking anything like their profile picture. It's just like Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, that's just the catfishing. It's just, oh god.
You know what? There is a good thing. I like to turn things into a positive if I can. The best thing about catfish dates is practice. You know, because one of my favorite books is Dating Essentials for Men. And he talks about going out on these practice dates. He's like, they can be fat, they can be old, they can be your fucking grandma. It doesn't matter. It's just practice because you want to practice body language, you want to practice banter and all this stuff. And I was like, I'm not going to just go out with these like ugly ass chicks. I'm not going to look for ugly chicks to go out with, but because they come to you with these catfishes. So I would just use these catfish dates as like throwaway dates. You know, I'd sit there and practice body language, you know.
That's useful.
And then at the end of the day, it was like, nice to meet you. Best of luck. And then I fucking never call him again, you know? I mean, but it was good practice. It's great practice. So
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll keep that in mind for sure.
Yeah.
It's like this. Look, catfish and mopeds, they're both fun to ride as long as you don't tell your friends.
Jesus. Oh God.
That's hilarious.
The pro tips.
I could make that one. I've just been using that one most of my life.
Oh man.
That's funny. I think it's Chuck's question now.
Yes.
All right, we got a little bit of a glimpse into the home life in the past and everything. So where's it going? Project this into the future for me, like a year, 5 years, 10. What's the big picture for JRud? I really want to know.
The big picture. The big picture is to be a motivational speaker. Working on that. Being a motivational speaker, touring around the world, just speaking life. You know, positivity into young men's life, maybe older. And you guys already know I play music too. So if an opportunity comes to play music professionally, full time, you know, that can happen as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems cool. JRud, you have your own podcast. JRud's World. How long have you had that podcast?
2 years now.
2 years.
It's been 2 years, about to be 3. And here's how I came up with it. So when I was working a security job at another place, and I would just like sit and listen to podcasts because, you know, as a security guard, you're just doing absolutely nothing. Right? And so I would just sit out listening to podcasts. And one of my favorite podcasts was In Godfrey We Trust. And, you know, I just hear them, you know, goofing around, you know, just talking about anything and everything. Of course, I listen to Rogan's podcast too. And I'm like, damn, well, you know, if they could do it, then I could do it too. Right? So I just started my podcast, called it JRud's World, realest podcast in the world. And I just talked about, you know, celebrity gossip, Instagram models, you know, gave, you know, some questionable dating advice. And it was, it just went from there. So.
Right on.
You have a lot of listeners? Like how many listeners do you have? Just curious.
We don't talk about that, right now. Okay, we don't talk about numbers. All right.
I have a lot. I have a few hundred.
Nice.
You know, but yeah, you know, it just, you know, it just depends on, you know, who's listening to the podcast and how many people you're bringing in a month, and, you know, just your content and stuff like that.
I just piggybacking off of that. do you think you get more downloads on audio than you do on YouTube? Watch.
Yeah, I get more downloads on audio than YouTube. They don't, for some odd reason, they don't want to watch me. They'll listen to me.
Yeah, I have the same thing. Like, I'll put out a video on YouTube of the podcast episodes. Like, people on YouTube just have short attention spans, and they can't sit there for an hour-long podcast. So I'll get, a typical episode will get like 50, and then, but I'll get it like in the first week, I'll get like 500 downloads of the audio.
Wow.
So it's like,
it's the opposite for me.
Okay.
Everybody loves my videos, but nobody likes my.
No one likes your podcast, huh? That's because you have the gimmick, dude. They can't see the gimmick on audio.
Yeah, it's a mix for me, man. I don't know about you guys, but I started uploading like shorter episodes of my podcast, and like more people started listening to it. Like, whenever I first started, I was like, man, like, I don't know why I thought this, but it's like, man, I have to, my episodes have to last for like 30 minutes to an hour. I'm like, and it was just like, people don't really want to, I'm really gonna sit through that.
That's why on like for YouTube, like I'll drop the full podcast episode on Mondays, and then on Wednesday and Thursdays I'll pick like 2 like 5-minute clips of that episode, and I'll drop those on Wednesdays and Fridays. Those get more views than the full video podcast episode, just because of short attention spans.
Yeah.
So for you guys at home, what the fuck is your problem? Don't you know, like, you got smart TVs now? You can sit there in your living room and watch the whole fucking episode, but no, you gotta watch it on your fucking phone, you pussies. Anyway, I digress. Whose question was that? That was yours, right? Spider Guy, you wanted to know how many downloads he had. Okay, so it's Chuck's question.
Pocket watching too.
Yeah.
All right, Jay, let's make it hurt a little bit. What's the biggest challenge you're facing in life right now?
The biggest challenge that I am facing in my life right now, it's not white people.
That's my life.
The biggest challenge I'm facing in my life right now, dude, trying to move out, man. Trying to get enough, trying to be financially free. That's the biggest challenge that I'm facing in my life.
I feel you there, bro. Feel you there.
Chuck has some really great advice. We were doing that group chat the other day about Spider Guy talking about getting out of debt, and I was sitting there going, yeah, the Dave Ramsey plan's great or whatever, and Chuck's like, fuck that, this is how you get out of debt. his plan for getting out of student debt was genius. He's like, put it all on a credit card and then file for bankruptcy on that. It's like, why didn't I think of that?
Because nobody promotes it or talks about it, but it's legal.
Yeah.
You just build your credit through the fucking roof, pay off all your student loans. It costs $2,500 to file bankruptcy with a lawyer. You're the asshole who gave me an unsecured credit line. Sorry. I mean, shit. Done it myself, not with student loans, but with a lot more. It's a business move.
You said, you also said, Chuck, too, that in that interaction we all had about that, you said that like most black card holders have filed for bankruptcy at least once, right?
It's something insane. You can Google it, but it may be like 75% of like black card holders have filed for bankruptcy at least once.
Wow.
It's like it's a sign of intelligence, but once you do it, you can't do it again for, I believe, 7 years. But when you get out of it, it's not what it was, and you get out of it with 750 credit. I mean, I filed bankruptcy for fucking 1.8 mil. You can Google it. And immediately when I got out, I got approved for a $90,000 Mercedes the next day. It was in my mailbox.
Man.
Crazy. You won't hear this anywhere else, people. You won't hear this anywhere else.
But I was an idiot and I gave it to my baby mama.
Oh, damn.
Hardcore.
Whatever.
I guess it's my question now, isn't it?
It's your question.
So JRud, how did you get in contact with Chuck and Spider Guy? Because I mean, essentially Chuck introduced me to you guys, you and Spider Guy, but how did you and Chuck first meet?
Through TikTok. Yeah, we met through TikTok, and I guess I was just scrolling through TikTok. I saw one of your videos, Chuck. Maybe I duetted some of them. Maybe I stitched some of them, but that's how I know we met. We met through TikTok. And whenever you got banned, I was just, supporting you and stuff like that. And then I think you introduced me to Black Spider Guy Advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Spider Guy Advice.
JRud is like JRud's like crack. That's like how I start my morning. I open up TikTok and he's always there. I'm sitting there going to like my wife, like, there's something about this kid. I just like him. I'm gonna reach out to him.
Yeah.
Consistent as hell.
So that's how we all met, through TikTok.
It's that wholesome demeanor.
Can't tell if you're serious. Can't tell if you're angry, but you're in the middle.
Hey man. hey, I like to keep them guessing. You guys don't know if I'm being serious or if I'm joking. I like to keep it in the middle. I like to keep it in the middle.
And that's why you haven't joined the band club.
I'd like to bring him to a casino. Nobody's gonna know what he's holding.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He's got that fucking poker face down.
Yeah. And then through there, and then through the, I know I introduced you, Chuck, to Clapper, and somehow you got banned on there too.
Yeah. Well, I heard you could be like a little bit more outspoken on Clapper, so I just like laid into anybody that clapped back at me, and I finally got another Clapper through Facebook, but it took like 6 months.
Damn.
He's my Clapper mentor, by the way.
Clapper's kind of weird though.
Clapper's so full of bots, anytime I get comments on there and look at them, I'm like, that has nothing to do with the video. You're clearly not even a real fucking account.
Exactly. I almost have 3,000 people on there, and it doesn't feel like I have 3,000 people on there.
No. I'm like, I look at my following. I'm like, how many of these are real accounts, or are they just inflating it to try to keep you on the app to make it seem like? Because that's the appeal of TikTok, at least for me, is that it's like one of the only platforms right now that you can build a following quickly. And then so Clapper's trying to do the same thing. I'm like, because my numbers on Clapper are essentially the same as my TikTok, but I'm like, how many of these is just fluff, And it's also a lot more older people. I've noticed, like way older people, like them old ass fucking Republican.
It seems like if you go live on Clapper, it seems like it was almost customary. Like as soon as somebody jumped on, they would just tip you. Did that happen to everybody?
I've never gone live.
I've never gone live. I don't see.
No. They don't care enough about me to tip.
I mean, I lost it anyway. It was like $5 or something, but it seemed like every time I turned it on, you got tipped. It was like a couple cents, a quarter, or whatever.
JRud, you have 14,000 people on Clapper. None of them?
15,000.
Oh, sorry, 15,000.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
And I've noticed that you've got people like with the blue checks talking to you, and I'm like, this guy's got, because I know there's a female on there. I don't know who she is exactly, but she's like clapping your stuff, and she's like, follow JRud, and I'm like, who is this lady?
I applied for have you applied for the blue check mark, JRud? Because I did.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything back from it.
But it's like, I don't know for you, but for me, it's just like you have to have certain qualifications. This says for me to get a blue check mark, I gotta have like at least 30,000 followers. I'm like, damn.
What?
Yeah. 30,000 followers.
It's because I'm white. It's because I'm white. They're letting me do it without that.
Who knows? I just looked at it and I was like, hey man. But yeah, I've been on Clapper for a cool minute. And then, just sort of, building my following, people just started liking what I was saying. And And that girl that you're talking about that always reacts to my videos, her name is Teresa, aka Dreamcatcher Fitness. So yeah, she's always watching my videos and stuff like that. And no one tipped me. Actually, no, I lied to you guys. It was one girl. I don't know if you got Joe Girl 66. She's always liking my videos, and sometimes she comments on it. She sent me like $40 like months ago. So hey, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. But as far as just like people like giving me money, I'm like, I know y'all are rich. Greedy.
Whose turn is it? Whose turn is it now? Is it Spider Guys or Chuck's? Or is it my turn?
Fuck it, your turn.
Is it my turn? Fuck it. Okay.
If not, I'll take the ball. Go.
Wait a minute. No, whoa, no. Wait a minute. I think it's Spider Guy's turn, because your question was how I got connected with Chuck. And
yeah. That's why we keep you around, JRud. That's why we keep you around.
Hey.
Okay, JRud. So now that you've gotten into the manosphere, you understand female nature to a certain degree. How has it affected your dating life?
Shoot, it's affected my dating life. It's different, but like in a positive way, because now I know exactly how women operate. Not just how women operate, but how the world operates in general. So now, anytime I go and date a woman, it's just like like I know what to do. I know like the red flags to look out for, and just
nice.
cut through all the bullshit, which is why we ask these women, what do you bring to the table? And if the answer is, I don't know, or I am the table, then just gotta and move on, right?
I love that one.
Gotta run. Yeah, you guys just gotta shout out to Darius Sam. He's always doing it. He's like, wipe your hands clean and keep it moving. But that's why you gotta know exactly what you're doing, man. If you guys don't know female nature, or at least a little bit about how females operate, and you guys are going to have a hard time. All right.
Oh, yeah.
And here's some advice that I can give a lot of you guys to start off with. Do your research, run some background checks on these women. Okay. Stop putting these women up on pedestals. So many of us guys, what we do whenever we go into the date is we're all up in our head and we start thinking, what if she doesn't like me? Or I hope that she likes me. Or maybe if you guys saw that video of Bill Burr, he was doing a stand-up and he was talking about the male feminist. And he was talking about, well, just agree with her. Maybe she'll touch it. Right? You're like, don't do that. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Keep in mind, fellas, you have to make sure you like this woman too. Right? I have to make sure that I like you too. And a lot of these women, they have problems. They have a lot of baggage. A lot of them are in debt. Okay, a lot of them have multiple kids by different dudes, and just a bunch of baggage and a lot of things that you really don't need in your life. So make sure that you guys run background checks on these women to make sure that she is somebody that you want to deal with, either long-term, short-term, or if you just don't want to see her again. So yeah, learn about female nature, guys. Learn how women operate, and you should be good.
Pro tip. No ID, no D. Got it.
Yeah, no ID. Yeah. Make sure you carve these women too. Last night I was at the gas station and just got off of work. I was at the gas station getting me a Gatorade, and there's this young women that were like checking me out, and they're like flirting with me. I'm like, let me see your ID, and they were just like, I was like, oh, I'm dealing with some underwear. I'm like, these women are probably like 16, 17 years old. I'm like, damn, man, I just left.
I mean, legally speaking, I've been told there's nothing wrong with putting their 18th birthday in your planner and just having great follow-up game like 2 years later.
Hey, man, yeah. I said, talk to me whenever you turn 18. There we go. That's just it. But until then, don't bother me. I don't want you calling me. I don't want you texting me. I don't want you following me on Instagram, stalking my Facebook page. Talk to me whenever you turn 18.
There you go.
But why, JRud? Why? Because I don't want to go to jail. That's why I don't.
There you go.
How old are you, Jay?
I'm 24 years of age. 24.
Yeah, you may have exceeded that Romeo and Juliet law. Yeah, I think you're.
It's 22 for that law, I believe.
Whose question is it now? Is it Chuck's?
Chuck's.
All right.
Mine. All right. You always got a ray of positivity. What's the best thing you got going on in your life? What are you most proud of? Introduce it to us. Tell us all about it.
What am I most proud of?
Best thing you got going on, if you can't think of most proud of.
Man, the best thing that I have going on right now is my YouTube channel. It's growing, and this podcast too. That I'm able to connect with you guys and just talk about issues that we are having as men. That's the best thing that I have going on in my life right now. Just being a part of a team and just helping men out. That's the best thing that I got going.
I've also noticed that since we've all come together, like people will kind of connect us together. Like one person was like, "Oh, you're Spider Guy. I saw you on JRuds page," or like I'll retweet Chuck's stuff. Like I've noticed that ever since we've kind of come together and started like sharing each other's things and being almost like a team on TikTok and a team on Instagram and a team, like we've been kind of growing. Like my YouTube started growing even fast. My Instagram especially started growing crazy fast. So I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed that since we've come together, it's definitely helped bolster us a little bit.
4 heads are better than one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
especially with so at the time of this recording, my interview with Chuck came out. Next week is Black Spider Guy, and the week after is JRud. And I'm posting these promos, and I'm like, "Hey guys, can you duet this? Can you and stuff like that?" So like that stuff is awesome that we can do that for each other.
I told you guys in our group chat that there was somebody at my church. Okay, his name is Ethan. He's the pastor's kid. Comes up to me and says that he watches my videos, and I'm like, dang.
Small world.
This is just, yeah. I said this is just awesome, and so I told him to subscribe to our channel. So I'm like, yeah.
Speaking of that, I guess it's my turn to ask a question. Have you gone on any dates yet where women have recognized you from TikTok? Because I have.
Yeah. Yeah, I have, and some good, some bad. Some good, some bad. Some of them be like, "Oh, you're that misogynistic dude from TikTok." I'm like, "Man, can you spell misogynistic and tell me what it means?" And that's whenever they get stuck. And I'm like, "Gotcha, bitch."
Got you, bitch.
Gotcha, man. But a lot of them, they like my opinions and my views on certain things and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, some good experiences, some bad.
All right, yeah, fair enough. Spider Guy, I think you're up.
Yes, because I think that was like I was gonna actually ask that question, but
sorry about that.
No, it's okay. No, it's all good. I have another question. So, how does your family feel about? Because I'm sure, like maybe your pastor. I don't know if your pastor's seen, this your stuff.
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh wow. So is this like a secret? I know, like for me, everything's a secret, but for you, like, do people know, like your close family? Do you keep it a secret?
Yeah. I mean, my parents know. My parents know the kind of content that I make. My oldest siblings, not the little babies, but my oldest siblings. They know the content that I make, and other people. Like I say, some people see me around, they recognize me, so it's not really a secret. It's definitely not something that I just go around, telling people. I'm not out there in the world talking about, "Oh yeah, man, I'm a content creator. I'm a YouTuber. I got a TikTok. I'm part of the Mantastic." That's it. I mean, if they ask about it,
you know what you got to do. When people approach you and they recognize you, every time I see one, I just take a picture of them, and throw them up on like my Facebook or my Instagram or whatever. They love it. They invite friends.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Like,
That's smart.
People will hunt me down in the grocery store and be like, "Pro tip." I'm like, "Wait, come here. I'll make you famous. Take a selfie." Done.
That's weird because people hunt me down in the grocery store talking about misogynistic. I'm like, I'm not taking a picture with you.
Take a fucking selfie with him anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make you famous. This asshole said this.
I'll make you famous. I won't say nothing bad about you, but I'll make you famous.
It's just a shit test, man. All you can do is agree and amplify.
Must be nice for you guys. I was working on one of my patients, and they were like, "You sound like," and I was like, "Nope."
They were gonna say Ryan Reynolds, but
I've heard people.
Hey, aren't you that guy from? No, you didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing.
And they tell me, they tell me things like, "But you sound so familiar to him," and I'm like, "Yeah, he lives in Texas. I don't know who this guy is, but he seems pretty cool." Like I just have to deny everything. But
I hear that guy gets mad tail, but yeah, it's not me.
But if it was,
hey, you look so much like who you think I am? I ain't.
I don't know who he is, but he must be an incredibly good-looking guy.
Without the mask, I'm an 8.
The mask makes you a 10. Is that what it is?
Yes,
because the
yes.
chicks want the upside down, and we've gone over that.
For the next episode, he's going to turn his camera upside down so it looks like he's sitting upside down.
Right. That's so funny, man.
I think it's Chuck's turn.
It's Chuck's turn. Yeah.
All right, let's bring it home, Jay. Well, I think I know what these are, but your views on marriage and kids. I'm going to assume you never want to get married. I'm also going to assume you probably want kids, maybe like 10 years down the road. Tell me if I'm right.
Absolutely.
Or wrong. Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. I would want kids somewhere down the road. You know, that is, you know, if the right woman comes along, like I say, do your background check. You know, you guys got to make sure that these women are like wifey material. A lot of these women today, they're not wifey material. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, I'd love to have kids somewhere down the road, you know, not just with random women, but, you know, with the same woman.
Learn from
I'm not going to be
mistakes.
like Nick. Yeah. You're not, not like what's his face? Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon
Oh,
who has
God.
different kids.
Oh,
like,
God.
man, shoot. Hey, you know, no disrespect to Nick, but yo, he doing his thing, but I just can't imagine just having a bunch of kids out there by different.
But
So
you
would
would
you rule out like a surrogate or something? Like,
yeah. Would you? I mean, would you like just be in an exclusive relationship and just not ever get married, or do you think you would eventually pull that trigger?
To be honest, I think I'd eventually pull that trigger. You know, get married. I mean, you just gotta know what you're doing with these marriage laws. You just gotta know what you're doing. That's why a lot of men are getting screwed because they don't know what they're doing.
There's no perfect like ironclad protection against it. There's none, but yeah, there's none. I just
own nothing.
Yeah.
Control everything.
Jesus.
Pro tip. I mean, hey, I get these calls. Own nothing, control everything.
Yeah.
I get these calls all the time.
Yeah. I mean that's sometime in the future. Like way in the future.
One thing is, I know like our audience is it's going to be, you know, primarily red pill group of people. I recommend, I think the best red pill book ever written was by Rich Cooper, and it's called The Unplugged Alpha. It just came out like earlier this year, I think. And it's a great book because like unlike you know, like Rollo Tomasi's book, which just comes across as just condescending and cynical as shit, this book it's very red pill. You know, he has a whole chapter on like not dating single moms and stuff. It's very red pill, but he does talk about like marriage, and he's like, look, if you want to do it, make sure that this woman has a genuine burning desire for you, because if she doesn't, then she's just settling, and it's not going to last.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's just what it is. You know, there's a lot of married people who are just, their wives are not attracted to them. You know, their husband's not attracted to them. It's just a bunch of garbage. It's just gonna go down.
They got that beta bucks.
You know what I mean? Only deal with women that are attracted to you, that have a burning desire
more than you do.
Yeah, exactly. I heard something. I heard something. It was a quote. I forgot who it was, but it goes, the best relationships are the one where the woman loves you but you only like her. I don't know if you guys have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've heard similar ideas that if her attraction level needs to be way above yours.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, then like it's a pretty solid relationship. Like I would say right now that like my girlfriend, I don't know if she's ever gonna watch this shit, probably not, but as of right now, the at the time of this recording, I feel like her attraction level for me is way more. Like I think she's a great chick. I really like my time with her, but I feel like hers is just, she goes above and beyond any other woman I've ever met. And it's like, it blows my mind. So yeah.
But you're maintaining your masculine frame
all the time, bro.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
Have to, man.
You have to. Rule number one, learn how to lead. You gotta lead.
There you go.
Know what you're doing.
A lot of guys end up becoming soft as hell because of that love stuff. That love stuff is dangerous. I'd rather a girl respect me than love me, honestly. It's just, you gotta be careful with that love stuff.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I think we're pretty much at an hour. I think Chuck got that last question in, so I think we'll wrap it up. I think we know a lot more about JRud, especially that he's adopted.
Didn't know that. And he works with animals, and that's pretty dope, man.
That's pretty cool.
I have chickens too. Respect.
All right, so I think that's everything for this episode. One thing I didn't say at the beginning is to make sure to like, fave, subscribe, and hit those notifications.
It keeps our channel alive.
I know. Like, if you guys want us coming back, it helps us out in the algorithm. All right, next week, I think we should put Chuck in the hot seat next week.
Yes.
And the rest of us are going to grill.
Yeah, we got some questions for you.
We got questions for Chuck.
No holds barred. You can ask me whatever you want. Just be prepared for the answers.
God damn it, Chuck.
If you guys thought you knew Chuck, you don't know shit. All right. We'll catch you guys next week on the Mantastic 4.
Bye for now.
Peace.